oh, my camera likes to cut off. So they're running like shit, like oh shit, and all that. Shoots him, and then the guy's like, oh shit. Drives like, get the vans, like, Eddie, don't leave me, God no. Then they're shooting, and then he's just runs to the toy store, shoots the door open, and you're like, oh fuck, runs in, and then you just get this amazing like scene where he's walking around and looking, and then he's like, oh God, I'm dying. You hear this, you son of a bitch? I'm gonna get you for it. I'm gonna get you, and I'm gonna get Eddie, no matter what. So then he's walking around, and then he's like, I gotta find somebody. I gotta find somebody. Oh no. I gotta find somebody. And he falls on the dolls, and then takes one out and starts putting his hand on it. And look, laughs, takes it out, puts his hand on it, and then goes, Ade Dewey Dembella, give me the power I beg of you. And then it's like lightning, it's like, so cousin me put him on, and then the cop's looking around. And you get this amazing practical effect where like the electricity comes like, and then it goes like that, and then fucking explosion. Then Mike gets up and sees Charles E. Ray's corpse, and it's just an amazing fucking scene. And then transitions into the birthday scene. So I love that. But I also love the scene as well where Detective Mike Norris is fucking whatchamacallit. Yeah, Detective Mike Norris pulls out Ray's file, gets in the car, and then we get that amazing car fucking scene. Gets in the car, he's driving, and he puts the radio on. You can only see one thing at a time. And then Chucky's like head pops up or whatever. He's about to light a cigarette or whatever. And then Chucky just goes, puts the thing around him. He's like, oh, and he's like, good night, asshole. And then the car is like crashing and fucking, it's like, oh shit, look out. And he's running, it's like fucking driving. It's like, oh shit. And you get this kind of like great action scene as well, with like driving and nearly crashing into people, driving through a tunnel, and Chucky's like, and he's trying to hit the fucking brake, and Chucky's like, he starts pressing down on the pedal, and then like the knife goes through the fucking like the thing. He's like, shit, cuts his balls. He's like, oh shit, and he's driving his fucking feet, and he's driving, and then the fucking car flips over. Great scene, and he's just there, and then you just hear, hi Mikey. And Chucky jumps, and then he's like cutting around, and he's going, pow, pow. He's like, I won't do you any good, Mikey. You can't hurt me. And all that. And eventually Chucky's like, yeah, and then he just goes, shoots him. Then he runs off. He's like, oh. And then I also like when he grabs the thing and then the cigarette thing and puts it on his face. Takes the skin, hits him, like falls back and hurts him. Just a great effect as well. Like I love Chris Sarandon in the movie. He's funny, he's sarcastic, he's brilliantly acted. Alex Vincent's a really cute actor in the movie. He's a really cute kid, really sweet. Just innocent. I like how it's really dark because like he's innocent at the beginning and then he's just mentally fucked like he would be after it. And for the rest of this fucking franchise, that's what he's like. He's just PTSD for the rest of the franchise. That the movies that he's in, 1, 2, 3, Chorus Cult, season 1, season 2, like as he would be. But he starts off innocent. You get a nice shot of a happy birthday. You get the like a really innocent when you're feeling, the good guy doll ads and stuff like that. And essentially he's like, he's your best friend to me. And it's like, I have no friends, no one will play me. We see the animation, and then Andy's there making breakfast, jumps down, and then he's like, I saw this one, that kind of stuff. And you get the ad for, hi good guys, that's our good guy show for the day, but don't go away, we got something very special. And I like the innocence of him making breakfast, putting cereal, putting toast on it, like, just pouring it and all this shit. Getting the ad like, hi, right Oscar, hi, I'm Oscar, and all that stuff. You get that kind of stuff. Jumps down, he's like, wow, here's the toast burning, runs, gets it. Then it's like, Mommy, wake up, and then spills it on the fucking carpet, goes in, it's like, Mommy, wake up, jumps on it, she's like, what time is it, Andy? And he's like, it's nearly 6 o'clock in the morning. He's like, yeah, it's a beautiful day outside. See? He's like, it certainly is. How long you been up, birthday boy? He's like, since forever. I made you breakfast in bed. You did. Oh, thanks. Well, this just looks excellent. And he's like, why don't I eat this just a little later? Yeah, it's like, I have to give you your super duper birthday tummy gummy. And she starts blowing on his belly and saying, oh, happy birthday, pumpkin. It's like, thanks. Can we open my presents now, Mommy? And then he goes, and it's just realistic, turns the TV down when like the news reporter Charles E. Ray pops up. Great use of foreshadowing. Opens it. It's clothes. Oh, you need these clothes so badly. And she's like, I think we'll be able to take them off a couple of minutes. She's like, oh, you don't want this. I know. You want toys, not boring old clothes. Opens it. There's the hammer. And she's like, I want a good guy to... She's like, what do you think? I want a good guy to go with it. I know you do, Andy. But I haven't had enough money to save up for it. And then I like the part where she's in work, goes to the peddler. Peddler's like, it'll bring you and your kid a lot of joy. And they're like, $30, 10, not a penny more. That thing is not worth $30 and stuff. And then, like, that's what Maggie says. And then she walks off. It's like, hey, hold on, you. How do we know the damn thing isn't stolen, huh? It's like, yeah, steal this. Yeah, steal this yourself. And she's like, Maggie, I think I dated him. I love that little bit of humour. Then they go in. And it's like, Mrs. Berkeley, so nice of you to stop by. Have a nice break. I'm sorry, Griswold, have a heart. Griswold, we're just getting a little boy birthday present. We've got different times for that, Mrs. Peterson, and all that. Then they're kind of going back and forth. And it's like, chill out. Will you, Walter? Huh? I'll take care of Andy for you. Like, I love that kind of humour, the back and forth, like the realistic, she's finding struggles to get money and work, and she's a single mother, and it's heartbreaking. And we still to this day don't know how the dad died. It would be a coincidence if Charles E. Ray killed him, but that's not ever mentioned. So I like that. The scene where she gives the doll to Andy is fucking heartwarming. It's a beautiful scene. For a dark horror movie. Essentially, I love how she opens the door, is like, hey, where are you going? Good guys are on TV. It's like, well, I might have something better for you. What? And she's like, this isn't groceries. And then she grows it, opens it up, takes it out and goes, good guy, I knew it. I knew you'd get me one. She laughs and goes, show me how it works, okay? Hi, I'm Andy. What's your name? He goes, hi, I'm Chucky. And I'm your friend to the end. Heidi ho, ha ha ha. She laughs. He's something, isn't he? He's like, oh, Mom, thanks. You're welcome, honey. Like, I love that. And I love how he talks to the doll like he's building. Like, see, that's how you build things. And there's just a moment where he looks. And it's like, Chucky, you're not watching me. Then he goes, hey, wanna play? And then there's moments where he's in front of the TV. There's that moment where Aunt Maggie's being a bitch. Like, Andy, you're brushing your teeth, and and then like, it's like, okay, mister, what do you do about this? Well, you need to learn when I say something, I mean it. It's like, what did I do? You know what I'm talking about, turning the TV on and putting Chucky in front of it before when I told you it was time to go to bed. It's like, I didn't do that. So they're arguing, then he kiss. It's like, under a cover is not another word, and it's like, I didn't put Chucky under the TV. It's like, enough, okay. Kisses him, goes, good night, baby, happy birthday. And she goes, good night, Aunt Maggie. And then kisses him, goes, good night, Chucky, kisses him. And then we get the shot of the doll looking creepy. And it's effective. As I said, it's effective. The way they build it up is brilliant. But this is, I kind of compare this to the original Nightmare on Elm Street a lot, because, like, Chucky has his comedic moments, but he's mainly evil and sinister. And he was taken seriously in this, even though the concept of a killer doll is ridiculous. It wasn't anything new at the time, because there was the Twilight Zone, there was dolls, there was magic, now there's this. So but Chucky's the most well known, and he's still going to this day. Like, Don Mancini wrote it, Tom Holland helped with the script. Like, he's still fucking part of it. I like the use of location of Chicago, taking place in Chicago, the apartment buildings, all that kind of shit. I love that. So, what else do I want to talk about? There's that scene where they're talking, and it's like, you know very well that you're making this up. It's like, I'm not. Chucky's alive. He isn't. Andy, Chucky's alive. He's made of plastic and stuff. And now, does he look like anything else? He's like, don't you hurt me. You don't really think that Chucky is alive, do you? He was like, but he is. Andy, stop it, please. You know, it's like, it's cause of Aunt Maggie you're yelling at me, isn't it? It's like, yeah, I guess it is. And she's like, I'm sorry, I'll stop making up stories. Like, you're right, Chucky, she didn't believe me. He goes, I like to be hugged. She's like, yeah, good, I like to hug you too. Then his eyes close. Like, there's a lot creepy moments like that, and she's trying to reassure him when she's going to school. You know, they walk, gets on a train, he goes to the place, and then you get another amazing scene where he's, you stay here, I have to go tinkle. And he runs, and then you get a point of view shot. I'll be right there, Chucky. Then he's like, Chucky. And then Eddie Caputo wakes up. He's walking around Chucky, and he points a gun, sees Andy, but stops. Opens the door. You get rats. You get Chucky turning on the fucking gas, which is a creative kill, actually. There's not a lot. Like, there's only 2 stabbing scenes for a slasher movie. The second one's more of a slasher. Like, there's more, like, you know. So he turns it on, walking around, running. You hear the laughing, points the gun, blows up, massive explosion, fucking brilliant scene. Really well done. Like, amazing effects, practical effects budget. Amazing blood effects when he breaks John's arm and breaks legs and stabs the fucking blood and all of that kind of stuff. Great one-liners and dialogue from Chucky. You know, great practical effects. What else we have? I'm trying to think of everything else that happens. Yeah. So, of course, the infamous scene where Chucky comes to life. It's like the most iconic scene in the movie, I'd say. She comes in, puts the doll down. He wants you for a best friend. You know, puts the doll down, goes, because, you know, her son has to stay somewhere, and goes, say something, you little bastard. Say something, damn it! And then Chucky's like, hi, I like to be hugged. And she's like, laughing. Gets some water, thinks, like, wants you for a best friend. Yeah, sure. Falls, great shot of the fucking batteries falling out, looks over, walks up, picks the doll up, opens the back of it, head turns around. Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play? Like, oh. Drops it, rolls under, and like Catherine Hicks said when she was like looking under the sofa to get him, that she used to imagine snakes because she hates snakes. So like it helped with her performance. She puts it on. She's like, "Talk to me. Come on, talk." I said, "Talk to me, damn it." All right, then I'm gonna make you talk and all that kind of stuff. Picks it up, lights it, get the music building up, lights the fire. She's like, I said talk to me, damn it, or else I'm gonna throw you in the fire. And Chucky's like, you stupid bitch, you filthy slut. I'll teach you to fuck with me. And attacks her. Like, oh, she falls over. And it's funny, like, it's fucking hilarious. And then Chucky goes, bites her, like, she throws a doll, runs out the apartment, no, and then starts running after it, opens the door. She's like, no. You know, and it goes down this weird elevator, but it's just such an excellent scene. Like, the way, like, first of all, I should mention the animatronics in this film are fucking amazing. So they did use a guy in the suit, and in some shots you can tell that they did. They briefly used stop motion when Chucky walks away from John, and they used animatronics, but they're really well done. Now, they do get better with each sequel, well, up until Seed of Chucky. Course Cult, Chucky season 1 and 2, I can tell they're a bit, but still. So it walks off, and fucking just excellent scene, first of all. But there's that scene where he comes down the chimney and kicks it down. He's in the suit. There's the scene where he's walking up the elevator and walking into the room. You know, I love the shots of the clouds at the fucking, you know, the start of the movie with the shop, and then at the apartment buildings and stuff. There's that amazing scene where he's climbing up the stairs and Andy's like, help me, he's here, Chucky's here. And he's like, I don't see anybody, but Dr. Chucky's here and he's gonna kill me, and he's going to kill me. And then a really effective, heartbreaking scene. Andy starts breaking down, crying, like, he's gonna kill me. Please help me, please. And then Chucky like you see the shot of him at the bars. He takes the key, opens the door. Andy's like a smart kid. He gets the knife, goes, walks over in the suit. That scene is in the suit, opens it. He's like, and then Andy runs and Chucky's like, no! And then, runs after him. And then he runs into it, like, get him, Andy, stop him. And he goes in and he's just kind of like there. And then he accidentally turns this light on and Chucky goes, jumps on him and fucking, falls over and stuff. It's like, Andy, easy, Andy. It's alright. I'm not gonna hurt you. But I do, Chucky's in the room, he's trying to kill me. No, please, he'll kill you too. Like, Andy, this is gonna sting you for 1 second. So Chucky grabs the little scalpel, stabs the guy in the leg, get fucking great blood effects. You have the part where he runs, which you can tell is a guy in a suit, puts the thing on, starts electrocuting the guy, and he's like, stop, and the guy's fucking, probably the goriest scene in the movie, the guy's face starts going fucking smoking and blood's kind of coming out, stop, and Chucky's like, yeah! Blood's coming out of his eyes and goes, and then, the runs off. They run in, they're like, oh, he's after frying him with the electric shock machine and escaped. And then Mike and everyone's like, he escaped where? We don't know. But she does. And then she's talking to this girl, but we don't see it. But apparently in a deleted scene, we were actually going to see Chucky and this little girl. There's actually still photos of that, so that never happened. It's like, the doll, where is it? The doll? What doll? It's like the kid's doll. Have you seen it anywhere? Well, I don't know anything about no doll. Where are you going? And it's like, she said something, I know, the little girl said it, that Chucky was here, he's looking for Andy, where'd he go? I told him to go to the apartment. I always told him to do that if he was in trouble. Right, we gotta go, let's go, So I like that. The acting, as I said, is spot on. They have great chemistry. They work well together as a detective, and they don't ever try to force a romance on them. Now, I know by course of Chucky, we do find out that they are dating, but they never try and force it here, and I love that. I love that little aspect of it. So I enjoyed that. So they never try and force it, oh, why did I do that? Crack my knuckles. So yeah. What else do we get? I'm trying to see if I've talked about. I could talk about this movie for ages, really. The final act, it's just brilliant. Like where do I even start? I've talked about all the kills now, yeah. Of course, the opening kill with the guns, and I like even the way it starts off as an action movie. Almost, it's great. Like, it's a mixture of Fatal Beauty and Fright Night. And Brad Dourif's great as Charles E. Ray. You actually see him, like, it's cool because he voices Chucky and plays Charles E. Ray as a human. The great practical effects. Ed Gale, I believe, played him in the suit. I like the regular kid's voice as well. Whoever done the voice for that was great, and then Chucky in general. So you get that scene. Andy opens the door, closes it, starts putting things against it, goes in, opens it, hides in the closet, gets a baseball bat, goes. Chucky comes down the chimney. You see him walking. I love the shot of him walking with the knife, and then walking, his legs walking, and then Andy's there at the baseball bat. Chucky's like, surprise! And he's like that, and then Chucky's running. And even the way they done that, they had it on a cart, but they made it look real. And he's running after it, and Andy's gone. Then Chucky pops up, better up, hits him over the head, falls on the ground. Great fucking, like, practical effects. Great animatronics. The animatronics just, they look so fucking real. And I love that. And Chucky has many different looks in this film. So when he first comes to life, he looks a bit like this. Then he gets the little thing, oh shit, the little kind of, oh shit, mark that he has there. Then he also has the kind of a little bit weird look that he has in the scene with John and the scene with, me, the first person I ever told that I was really alive, and I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. It's like, you were an abomination and outrage against nature. You perverted everything I taught you and used it for evil, and you had to be stopped. I thought something like this might happen. That's why I prepared for it. That kind of shit. He has that look in that scene, in the hospital scene, and then by the end, like, his flesh is like, he has this look. You know, the flesh is there, the fucking skin thing is there. And he genuinely is probably the scariest he's looked. That and the scene where he kills the teacher in the second one. But anyway. Okay. Am I done now? No, I'm not. We're going to talk about the final act, and I'd say we'll wrap the review up from there, and then I'll get on to the sequels. So, you know, after that, she runs upstairs. Chucky starts pushing Andy ahead, puts his hand on his head, goes, "Ade due Dambella," and then goes, "Asa salamatsagia, you shandu yenya makumba. Give me the power, I beg of you." And you have the lights and stuff. And they're like, "Andy, Andy." And he's like, "Ade, andale pote wase, Dambella, andale." And they work up, "Andale pote wase." And they're like, "Andy, Andy." And then Chucky has this look, just looks around like Andy, the lights on his face, and it's fucking terrifying. And it's like, "Andale pote wase, Dambella." They bust the door open, like, "Andy, well, saying that they pick him up, and then Chucky's like, "Argh!" And he attacks them and runs, and then, you know, he's attacking them and fucking at them and fucking runs, and then Chucky fucking picks a knife up, you know, and runs, and he's like, "Yeah, Karen, you alright?" Cuts Mike, like, runs, and then, like, you get this fucking amazing scene, where he runs into the fucking bedroom, turns the light on, doesn't hear him, and Chucky goes, hits him in the balls of the bat, hits him over the head, is about to knock him out, and then fucking Karen shoots him in the leg, and then he gets up or whatever, and then she starts going, and he's like, "What's wrong? Gun jammed?" Starts attacking him. She hits the leg. He's like, and Andy's just kind of standing there like, "Oh fuck, what do I do?" It's like, "Andy," and she puts him in the fireplace. He's like, he's like, Andy, the matches, Andy, please now." And then he goes, gets the matches. They fall over. He's like, and then Andy just lights the match, and Chucky's like, "Andy, no, please, we're friends to the end. Remember? This is the end, friend." And then lights him on fire. He's like, "No!" Comes out, runs around, "No!" Runs around, and then, like, for that, they actually had a fireproof suit in that scene, and he runs around, falls, and then falls on the ground, is all burnt up, and they're like, "Oh." They run in, like, "Let's go." Right? Oh, she's like, "Oh, my baby." Runs in, takes him, he's like, "You okay?" He's like, "Yeah, Mike, you okay?" He's like, "Yeah." It's like, "Andy, go get the first aid kit underneath the kitchen." And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, Chucky's dead." Runs away. Andy comes in, and then we get this fucking awesome scene where she sees that Chucky's gone. Fires like, "Mommy, Chucky's gone." "Andy, hurry up." Andy then he runs, then Chucky trips him over, then we get this nice shot, look up to Chucky, and he's just like, "Hello, Andy." And he's all fucking burnt. Like, he's burnt up everywhere. He's burnt, his face is burnt, he's talking, he's just burnt, and it's an amazing, that's another look, that's his final look, he's the burnt Chucky, and he's like, "Mommy, Mommy, Mommy," and he's running, and then Chucky stabs the fucking door, like, "Give me the boy and I'll let you live, do you hear me? Give me the boy." Starts kicking it, runs through, like, it's kind of scary, like, "Oh shit, they have to get the other door." He's like, "Give me the boy," and it starts stabbing, like, and it stabs and cuts her hand, and she goes, and it's like this amazing, realistic acting. Like, you believe that she's in fucking pain. So she's running like, "Mommy." He's like, "Give me that boy," and he's walking, and then she shoots or whatever, shoots his arm off, shoots his head off, like, yeah, shoots him, he falls over, shoots him over and over, to the point where he stops, and then the other cop comes in, he's like, "What the hell's going on here?" It's like, whoa, hey. It's like, "Karen, come in." And then I love this fucking scene. They check out Mike, you know, he opens the door, he's like, yeah, "I got a cop down here, multiple stab wounds, with whatever, blah, make it fast. Right, they're gonna be here in 10 minutes. Tell me what happens." Like, "The kid was right, the doll's alive. You almost got the three of us." "Come on, what are you talking about?" "Oh, you don't believe me? Go out there. Scattered all over the place. Don't touch it. You hear me? Don't you touch one part." He's like, "Right. Take it easy, okay? Just relax yourself, alright?" Okay, goes out, looks at the head, touches it, it's like, puts his fucking head on and goes, "Okay, Mike, I want you to take a look at this thing. There's no way this thing's alive." He's like, "I thought I told you not to touch it. Mike, would you be sensible? Come on, it's as dead as they come. It's dead." And then Chucky, "Kill him, choke him," throws him, like, "Kill him," throws him in the way, like, "Strangle him, don't let go," throws him down. He's like, "Oh shit." you know, and Chucky gets up, and it's this amazing effects of kill him, and the head's like, kill him all. And she's like, the heart, shoot him in the heart. And then she shoots him. He shoots him, the fucking blood flies everywhere, like, and he dies like that. And then he goes, hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play? And it's just this amazing scene. And then he's like, do you believe me now? I was like, yeah. But who's gonna believe me? They get up, it's like the ambulance here is like, Andy, we're gonna go to the ambulance, okay? Let's go. She goes, let's go. Walks, opens the door, closes, sees the doll, freeze frames on him. Then we get the theme song. Brilliant fucking movie. Like, this movie is amazing. MGM, United Artists, have done this film. This and the remake is the only one that, well, Orion Pictures, which is owned by MGM, done the remake. Because the rest are Universal. Well, Seed of Chucky's Universal, but it's also Rogue Pictures and Momentum. But yeah, so then it ends. It's just a brilliant ending. The writing in this movie, the serious dialogue for all the characters, the realistic dialogue, all of it is brilliant. Chucky's dialogue is amazing. He's funny. He's a horror icon. The animatronics, the special effects, the blood. So many great scenes. The scene where you argue, like, I'm telling you the truth. Why won't you believe me? And all that stuff, you know. There's the scene where she comes in, like, hey, I heard what's wrong. And it's like, I don't know how to tell you this. It's like, what's wrong? Is something wrong with Andy? Please, come here. Is something wrong with him? Please. And he's like, I don't know how to tell you this, Mr. Barkley. And he's like, tell me what. And then there's the scene where it's like, Mommy. Oh, thank God, Andy, thank God. Now listen, you're going to have to start telling the truth about Chucky. Because if you don't, they're going to take you away from me. And it's like, hear that, Chucky? They're taking me away unless you say something. Come on, Chucky, say something. Tell me. It's like, tell me why you lied to me about everything. Come on, Chucky, say something. Tell me. Hi, I'm Chucky. And I'm your friend to the end. Heidi ho ha. I was like, Mommy, he's doing this on purpose. He said to never tell him about the more he kill me. And then the doctor's like, Mrs. Barkley, I've seen more than enough. I think I run a mental hospital. Maybe Andy should spend a couple of days with us. But it's a brilliant scene, you know, and then getting frustrated with him. It's just a fucking excellent movie, really. It really is. It's heartbreaking, you know. I like when she's reassuring about going to school. No bad dreams about last night. And remember, Chucky's only at alright, right? We'll see you soon, love you tons. Walks away, walks out the other end of the door. I love when he's walking in the city and Chucky's whispering. I love when he's on the train. As I said, I love that scene in the bedroom where she's getting herself washed up. I also like when Andy's brushing his teeth. It's like, Andy, you brushing your teeth? She's like, yes, Aunt Maggie. And she opens like Chuck, and she hears him talking. Andy, who are you talking to? Chucky. Chucky. He's like, Chucky, huh? Yeah, Chucky. He's sitting right over there. Yeah. What's he been saying? All kinds of things. His real name is Charles Lee Ray, and he was sent down from heaven by Daddy to play with me. Really? What else? He said Aunt Maggie was a real bitch and got what she deserved. You know, and then like, how could you say something so horrible? I didn't say it, Chucky did. You know, that scene's heartbreaking. And Andy is innocent, and you feel bad for him. It's very dark. And they make Chucky a great slasher villain. And there's a way that they made it serious. The way it was directed, the way it was shot, the way it was acted, the writing, the music. It was brilliant. Honestly, the movie is a fucking classic. That's all I really have to say. The suspense, if I've any issues with it, like some of it, like I don't understand the whole voodoo thing. Why doesn't he make a voodoo doll of the kids, you know, like Andy and his mother, all that? I don't get that, but that's a nitpick. You know what I mean? I honestly think that's a nitpick. I also like the scene where she's looking around Charles E. Ray's old apartment, seeing the paintings on the walls. Thank you, Almighty Dembella, for giving us life after death, you know. And then she's like, Karen. It's like, what are you doing here, you know, and all that. It's like, after I talked to you last night, I went back to the station. I pulled Ray's file, so we actually do see that his nickname was Chucky, and he spent a lot of time with this man. So I like that scene. But I like the explanation they give for why the doll's alive. I like the way he has this motive to like transfer his soul into the body. I love the opening. I love when he walks into the store, like, you know, and he like walks into the store, and we get the shot of the Good Guy doll boxes and the title pops up Child's Play, like dun dun, it pops up Child's Play. When they walk in and we see the Good Guy doll boxes, the title pops up Child's Play. So I love that. The logo, the music, it's just a fucking excellent movie. You had Kevin Yeager on it, which he met Catherine Hicks on it, and then they got married. You know, David Kirshner helped out as well with the script because he was seeking killer doll movies or whatever, and Kevin Yeager had worked on Nightmare on Elm Street 3. You know, Catherine Hicks didn't have kids, but she still played the mother really well. You believed it. She got Andy a little ball. Like, there's so many great behind the scenes stories on this. You know, but I love this film. I think it's a classic, and the Blu-ray print, just to let you know, like, this is the same Blu-ray. These 3 Blu-rays here are the same, even though this is a US one. The box set one is the US. These are okay. This one's UK, this one's US, and the Steelbook's UK. So I'm gonna show all the cases, but there's loads of special features on this. Who else did they have working on the movie? Yeah. Anyway, Child's Play. Love this film. 10 out of 10. Absolutely love it. Won't be my favourite of the series, but I do love it. Absolutely love it. One of the best. Here's the front, spine, back. One of my favourite horror films of all time. The inside, this was like for the 20th anniversary. I think, yeah, this is what they've done for that. Yeah. Then we have the Steelbook front. Spine back. Like, the print on all 3 of these Blu-rays is the exact same, but it's fucking brilliant. It's gorgeous looking. I know they released a Scream Factory one a couple of years ago, and I know that these movies recently came out in 4K. The first 3 anyway, with amazing new artwork. Like the one of him in the sitting room though. You know, hey, time for bed, Andy. Yeah. Watching Donovan's Brain as well, that was kind of cool. Then we have the Blu-ray, which is one of Tom Holland's favourite films. So the Blu-ray box set, front, spine, back. Don't know why they chose that photo, to be honest. But yeah, so it says that there, Child's Play, and then there's the Child's Play 1 Blu-ray disc. So the disc is different because it's the US version. There's also one with the 7 movies. I honestly, like, Child's Play is one of the only franchises I collect, like, multiple editions of. So I'm thinking of just getting the 4K for collection. I don't have a 4K player. Then we have my first copy of it, the DVD that I got in 2012. Front, spine, back. Now the quality of this is terrible. Well, not terrible, it's okay, but it's very letterboxy. Like, I actually was trying to prove to someone the difference between